Tipping off a homestand for them. So Detroit will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Sliding into the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Tobias Harris is out there with Duran. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. There's the pick. And he converts the layup. Well, here we are. You gotta love game one of the season, right, Steve? No other feeling like it. Starting a brand new year, there's so much excitement around the league right now.
I love it, Kevin, especially for the fans. They have been waiting for this moment. The energy inside here is amazing. A powerful athlete who's still developing his skills. Adebayo has become a threat at the offensive end.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Smitty, this summer, Udonis Haslem retiring after 20 years in the NBA. And all with the Miami Heat.
Kevin, he is Mr. Miami, born and raised. And his impact on the city and the organization goes well beyond the court. He is Heat culture. He has a great feel for making the right play. The timely roll off the screen. Tobias Harris.
The pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Rozier against Cunningham. Ivy kicks to Cunningham. They set the pick. Back to Ivy. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. Duran.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. To the middle. Second chance shot. Pass to Ivy. Clock at 4. Takes a 3.
Harassing defensively, Tyler Hero is a competitor who doesn't let his motor go cold.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Cunningham passes to Harris. 2 points. That one goes. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
A unique talent. Cunningham has the size of a wing and the skill of a point.
Rozier against Cunningham. Feeds to Butler. The kick out to Rozier. From deep. Detroit with the rebound.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Down low. And Duran slams it in.
I like how poised Cunningham is. Good at running pick and rolls and finding passing lanes.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 4.
Smitty, even though the injuries limited Cade Cunningham in those first 2 seasons, his ceiling has to remain very high.
It is, GA, because of his basketball IQ and court vision. They are impressive for his age. He's got the size and athleticism. And plus, he's dedicated on getting better.
The Heat making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Outside, Hero. Butler kicks to Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing. Detroit leading by 4. Cunningham outside. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's the Pistons now. Thompson passes to Harris. Cunningham against Hero. For 3, Harris. That one misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Duran. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Harris kicks to Thompson. Cunningham looking it over. Inside, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Love to see Tobias attack like this. You see the solid hops, the length, proving he's not just a perimeter threat.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Love checked in for Miami. Duncan Robinson comes in for Jimmy Butler.
Looking here at some numbers for Burks. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Cunningham passes to Reed. Here's Fontecchio. No good on the 3.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Cunningham against Hero. For 3, Love off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, we know Love's been a great shooter for many years, but his catch-and-shoot game has reached another level.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws here tonight. Second free throw, no good. Here's Robinson. And a wide open look for him. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he cuts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
It's all tied in Miami. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Isaiah Stewart out there with Harris. And it's Reed. And it's Fontecchio in at the 2 spot. Reed a screen on Hero. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Love. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it isn't. There's some gray area, obviously, and it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Tobias Harris.
Nice read from the big guy. Love, his teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
Stewart with the screen on Hero. Out to the right wing. Reed the pass to Hardaway. Here's Sasser. He's covered by Hero. Hardaway, no good. Miami leading by 4. A high post shot. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Smitty, it ended up being a last place finish for the Detroit Pistons in 2023.
Hey, Kevin, it wasn't pretty. But on the flip side, it positioned them for an interesting offseason and some big draft possibilities.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy Butler made some headlines a while back when he said he wished the NBA would allow more of the scrapping we saw in decades past. So would I. He says that would suit his game, though. Jimmy said, I want to run into people and see who falls down first, who's going to quit first. That's the style of basketball I like to play. Kevin?
Yep, you're right. And it shows, D.A., it shows. Thank you so much. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Terry Rozier comes in for Burks. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Number 1, Tyler Hero.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Ivy against Rozier. Reed a screen on Rozier. Ivy kicks to Harris to halt the run. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Passes it to Ivy. Reed a screen on Rozier. Ivy passes to Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Hero from long range. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Working hard on his handle, Jaden Ivey has improved that part of his game.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Miami.
Timeout.
You know, the book on Ivy used to be sag off him and let him fire, Steve. That is not the case any longer.
Jaden Ivey has a legitimate outside shot now, Kevin. He can lead on the mid-range and is more comfortable with the 3. Has put in the work to improve his weaknesses.
A different look for Miami. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kevin Love. And Alec Burks subbed in for Hero. Robinson for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Robinson's got 5 points so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Duran slams it in.
Really clever move here. They're expecting Jaden to take it, but he gives it away.
The Heat leading by 7. Rozier with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Floats it up for Adebayo. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
A 3-pointer off the mark. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Butler kicks to Burks. And the Heat, another 3.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Cunningham.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Adebayo. He has 6. Over in the corner, Rozier. The pass to Jaquez. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And the shot goes in. Adebayo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Cunningham up top. Rozier defending. A nice shot by Harris.
Inconsistent from range when he first entered the league. Tobias has turned that completely around.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rozier for 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Pistons trail by 7.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The kick out to Rozier. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Miami ahead, leading by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
Some guys are taking the first open three they see. In fact, it doesn't even have to be an open three. That's why their field goal percentage is in the... That's the toilet sound, Kenny.
Oh, yeah, because I feel like they do need better looks. It is in the toilet. They're shooting terrible shots from three, and they're going to require some more patience in the second half.
Hold on, Kenny.
What's that?
Toilet.
And moving along now, let's take a look at some upcoming matchups.
You look at Detroit. At this point, you got to take every...
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
The wingman, it's Hero and Butler. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Jaquez in at the power forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. They set the pick. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And another three for Detroit.
Lethal running the two-man game. Cunningham is a problem.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Right side, Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat.
We've seen Butler develop his passing game over the years.
From Jimmy Butler.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Year in and year out, Smitty, the Heat bring energy and commitment to the defensive end.
Kevin, the Miami Heat has a strong culture, and they've done a good job bringing in players that match their identity. It's led to a great deal of success.
Rozier for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Rozier's got himself on the board with three there.
And over the course of his career, Rozier has really improved his three-point numbers. That off-season work on the jumper has paid off big time.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Pass to Butler. And here is Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Rocket 2, and the Heat, another 3.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 23 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Jaquez the pass to Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Ivy. Hero, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You can easily understand on that play why many are excited by Tyler Hero. The kid's potential is impressive.
Here we see the Detroit Pistons drag a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. When the Pistons have been great, they've had that defense-first mentality.
Shots good by Duren. Duren's got 6.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Jaquez with the bucket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Harris a screen. Cunningham for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Ivy kicks to Cunningham. To the inside, Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 8th assist in the game. 1:24 left in the third quarter of the game. Now a timeout called by Miami. And the Heat making a change here. Burks is checked in. Then for the Pistons, Reed comes in for Duren, and it's Stewart in for Harris. A minute 20 left in the third quarter, and it's Butler with the jam.
Love the eye contact by Jimmy Butler and his teammate before he rolls up for that alley-oop.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Heat culture seems to be a cliche, but it's not. Jimmy Butler says we never lost confidence in this group, in ourselves. We know what we're capable of. We just have to go out and prove it. We're not worried about anybody else, just the guys in our locker room, coaching staff, ownership, management. Back to you guys.
Boy, David, aren't they locked in? There's something else. Thank you. Pistons trail by 9. Ivy finds Thompson. Cunningham against Hero. Stewart passes to Ivy. Buries the long-range jumper. Ivy's got his second basket of the night.
Off the ball, Jaden Ivey with the concentration on that shot.
Butler with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Now Butler. Outside, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Butler from outside. Unable to get that one. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Reed out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Harris. And it's Fontecchio in at the small forward. Burks the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
doesn't get any higher percentage than this. Adebayo is ferocious when he gets it in close.
Reed a screen on Burks. Here's Harris. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Rozier missing.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Stewart nailed from three-point land.
It's encouraging to see that from Stewart. He works hard every day to extend his range and become more dependable from deep.
To the paint, here's Burks. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots at close range.
The Heat leading by 7. Robinson with it, picked up by Harris. Robinson kicks to Rozier. Misses the 3.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Inside. Here's Reed. Banked in off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Timeout called, the Heat. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Cunningham against Rozier. Cunningham dishes it to Harris. Let's go. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
The defense has tried to make adjustments, but Tobias is smart. He's adjusting back.
Rozier for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 8.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Cunningham against Rozier. Cunningham left side. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Rozier. The Heat leading by 8. Poked away. And now the Pistons fast break. Cunningham passes to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Harris has got 9 points here in the second half. Sweet move, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
Cunningham passes to Duren, and Duren slams it in.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Rozier looking around. Thompson against Butler. 6 to shoot. Adebayo with a screen for Rozier. And it's Miami with another.
And this team relies on Rozier's decision-making and using the pick there to create a shot for himself.
It's Cunningham with the drive and a missed layup. The Heat leading by 7. .107 left to play here in the 4th. Pass to Butler, to the middle. Here's Hawkins. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 9. And 1:01 left here in the 4th quarter.
Make some noise one more time for your Heat utensils.
And 1:01 left in the fourth. Drills it from outside.
Rise to the occasion, young man. Jaden Ivey hits a big-time shot.
Adebayo with a screen on Ivey. And here's Adebayo. And it's blocked.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
All the officials are all over that.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. My, oh my. Talk about a guy who lives for these moments.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Showing confidence with the pull-up. Cunningham has the ability to free himself up and the size to rise above the D.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
Make some noise for your Miami Heat dancers.
20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Durant. Ivey, no one around him. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You have to like Jaden's shot mechanics. Smooth, repeatable motion, and a quick release.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Cunningham for 3. Not going to go that time. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. From downtown, gets the 3 to fall.
Tonight is proving why Cunningham was the top pick in the draft. K can take over games.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.